Okay, so that's just my little understanding, however futile it may be to the great one. I'm going to jump ahead to chapter 42 of Job 42, and I'm going to read only from the New World Translations this time. I know some of y'all are like, you read better from that anyway. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, but I'm going to read only from the King James, the New World Translations this time, um, just so I can speak clearly or better, etc. So, Job chapter 42. Then Job said in reply to Jehovah, "Now I know that you are able to do these things, and that nothing you have in mind to do is impossible for you. You said, 'Who is this who is obscuring my counsel?' I'm sorry, yeah, my counsel without knowledge. Therefore I spoke, but without understanding, about things too wonderful for me, which I do not know. You said, 'Please listen, and I will speak. I will question you, and you inform me. My ears have heard about you, but now I do see you with my eyes. That is why I take back what I said, and I repent in dust and ashes." After Jehovah had spoken these words to Job, Jehovah said to Eliphaz the Temanite, "My anger burns against you and your two companions, for you have not spoken the truth about me, as my servant Job has. Now take 7 bulls and 7 rams, and go to my servant Job, and offer up a burnt offering, a burnt sacrifice for yourselves. And my servant Job will pray for you. I will surely accept his request not to deal with you according to your foolishness. For you have not spoken the truth about me as my servant Job has." So Eliphaz the Temanite, Bildad the Shuhite, and Zophar the Naamathite went and did what Jehovah had told them to do, and Jehovah accepted Job's prayer. After Job had prayed for his companions, Jehovah removed Job's tribulation and restored his prosperity. Jehovah gave him double what he had before. All his brothers and sisters and all his former friends came to him and ate a meal with him in his house. They sympathized with him and comforted him over all the calamities that Jehovah had allowed to come upon him. Each of them gave him a piece of money and a gold ring. So Jehovah blessed the last part of Job's life more than the beginning. And Job came to have 14,000 sheep, 6,000 camels, 1,000 pairs of cattle, and 1,000 female donkeys. He also came to have 7 more sons and 3 more daughters. He named the first daughter Jemima. Sound like Aunt Jemima. I'm sorry. And second Keziah, and the third, it's a long one, Karen Hapath. Forgive me for many mispronunciations. No women in all the land were as beautiful as Job's daughters, and their father gave them an inheritance along with their brothers. After this, Job lived for 140 years. Wish I could live that long. And he saw his children and his grandchildren 4 generations. Finally, Job died after a long and satisfying life. So, of course, that's the end of that chapter. And I can never get how he has suffered that greatly, losing loved ones, losing all of his livestock, etc., things of that nature, and remaining so steadfast back then. And again, I have to continue to say his faith was powerful. This is my greatest takeaway from these Bible verses, from both the King James Version as well as the New World Translation. of those Holy Scriptures, that Job was just strong in faith, very strong in faith. And I too try to be that way nowadays because I go through a lot of tribulations as well. Not like Job, he did suffer illnesses as well, in addition to all his losses. And we too suffer many trials and tribulations in our personal lives that they just seem unbearable. Losing loved ones. Unfortunately, I lost my only daughter, and I can't see her being replaced. So that it bothers me. I loved my daughter. I loved her greatly. She was my only daughter, and I still have my two sons, her brothers, and I can't see a replacement for her. Sure, I would love another daughter, but she would not be the replacement for the one I loved. And that's where again my confusions come in with these verses. Job suffered greatly, and he lost 7 children, 7 sons, 3 daughters. He gained 7 more and 3 more, but it's like one life can't make up for another. Again, this is just my feeble eyes compared to the great one above. I don't understand. It's troubling for me. And you would always mourn those you lost, even though you would appreciate what you gain. You mourn them, especially when it's life. It's different when it comes to materialistic things. My home burned down. Okay, I get another home. That's great. I would love that. But losing a child and then getting another, it's not the same. It's just not the same. And for all of you out there that know what I'm talking about, who have lost a child, you're supposed to go before your children. She can never be replaced. Never, never. So it seemed like there's a lot of things in the Bible missing with this story. It did say earlier in the chapters, because again, it's a long chapter. I couldn't read it all. A lot of you I'll probably lose you, but he did question God. He did question him. As chapter 42 expressed, he questioned and he was wondering, and he obviously lost some of his faith, and God somehow reassured him by explaining things. And I may have to do another one of this very video. I may have to do another one to really cover all those things, or maybe express more and cover more. But God answered him, and he accepted it once more. He did not turn. His wife even questioned, like, man, what are you doing? Why don't you just say forget the faith, or, turn your back on God and just die already? That's powerful. That's powerful. It's very powerful. Kind of brings you to the Adam and Eve story, or at least reminiscent of it, where Eve did the first sin or whatever. She took of the fruit first, and Adam followed in her footsteps. And Job did not do that. Job remained upright. He told her she spoke foolishly. Should we not accept the bad with the good? And I can understand that. I can't accept the good with the bad out here on this earth. It seems like, unfortunately, we kind of can't have one without the other. If some of you understand what I mean, it's like if everything was good, maybe we get bored. So maybe the bad keeps us in check in a kind of way. I don't know. I'm trying to gain an understanding of these readings and of what Job went through. And so, just to close out again, I can appreciate Job and what he went through. I hope I never have to go through all of that, because what I've went through in my life is enough. And I find myself asking all the time, when is it going to be over? When can I just have a long, steady good in life without the bad? It's like you can't get comfortable, it seems. And yes, the innocent constantly get punished and hurt and suffer, and it just does not seem fair to appease Satan's games. Of course, he wants us to hurt and suffer, and it just doesn't seem right to allow him to keep doing it to us. Enough is enough. I need my pains to go away. I need my things I'm struggling with now to disappear. And I'm doing my best with my limited resources to overcome them, but it is extremely challenging. And yes, I wish I did have such a communication and connection to God like Job had. I think we all do. So in closing, again, thank you all for listening to me ramble a bit about this chapter in the Bible regarding Job's suffering and how he remained steadfast, and he was blessed greater in the end. He received more. But with this, my greatest concern would be those lives lost. The Bibles did not say he gained his original family back. He gained new family members. Just doesn't seem, it's not equal to me. It's not equal. I would love to have my daughter, the daughter I knew, the daughter I raised back. I would love to have her, not a new one to replace her. So thank you all. I look forward to hearing your comments, maybe giving me some insight that I may have missed. And my next topic I will touch on in video 3 will be Sodom and Gomorrah. That'll be a deep one as well. So enjoy yourselves, be safe, and continue to question. I think God can appreciate us questioning some things to try to gain understanding or gain just a better knowledge of things that we go through. And the Bible is here to help us get through. I just wish we had that connection like a lot of these disciples did in the Bible, because that would give me so much more confidence in what I'm going through and dealing with. So until I receive that, we just got to keep fighting and holding on. See you next video. If you like what you've heard, please subscribe. Definitely give it a thumbs up if I've given you any type of insight or we share common interests or common concerns. Thank you all. I look forward to the next video and hearing your words as well.